There's something about nighttime stories that makes them feel different. Maybe it's because most of the things we fear the most happen when the world goes quiet, when you're alone, when no one can hear you scream. Tonight, you're about to hear 3 creepy true horror stories from real people who swear what they experienced still haunts them. These aren't paranormal investigations. These aren't campfire tales. These are the moments that made ordinary people realize they were never truly safe, even in places they thought they knew. So turn off your lights, put on your headphones, and remember, the scariest part of these stories is that they actually happened. Now, here's story 1, The Man Who Watched Me Sleep. My name is Daniel, and this happened in the winter of 2019. At the time, I was staying alone in a small 1-bedroom apartment in Ohio. It wasn't a dangerous neighborhood, but it wasn't exactly the safest either. I mostly kept to myself. Work, home, sleep, repeat. My bedroom window faced an alleyway between my building and another apartment block. The alley was narrow, dark, and so silent at night that even footsteps echoed like someone walking inside your room. I never thought much of it until the night everything changed. It was around 2:40 a.m. when I woke up to a sound that didn't belong. A tap, a single light tap on the window glass. At first, I thought I imagined it. The heating system made noises sometimes, and I was half asleep anyway. But then it came again. Tap. This time I sat up. My room was pitch black except for the faint orange streetlight bleeding through the blinds. I stared at the window, waiting, listening. Nothing. I lay back down slowly, still tense, convincing myself I was overreacting. Then I heard the third tap. 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 Not 1, 2. Soft. Careful. Like someone testing something. I forced myself to get up and peek through the blinds. The alley was empty. No movement, no shadows. Nothing. No movement, no shadows. Nothing. Shadows. Nothing. I went back to bed, telling myself it was an animal, or the wind, anything logical. But deep inside, something didn't feel right. Over the next few nights, I started hearing other things. Footsteps in the alley. Slow, dragging footsteps. Sometimes stopping right beneath my window. Sometimes staying there for minutes. I tried to ignore it, but every night I woke up around the same time. 2:4, 0 to 3 a.m. Like my body already sensed something was wrong. The tapping came back too. Not every night, but often enough that I stopped brushing it off. One night, after hearing footsteps again, I gathered the courage to look. I opened the blinds just a little, just enough for me to see without being seen. At first, the alley looked empty, but then my eyes adjusted, and I froze. A man was standing directly below my window, looking straight up. I couldn't see his face clearly, just the outline of a hooded figure, unmoving, head tilted upward, staring right at me. I stepped back immediately and shut the blinds so fast the cord slapped against the wall. My heart was pounding so hard it hurt. I didn't sleep that night. After that night, things escalated. The tapping turned into scratching, slow, deliberate scratching on the glass, like a fingernail being dragged across it. And one night, I heard a voice, a low whisper, so faint I thought I was dreaming. "Are you awake?" I froze. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I couldn't tell if the voice was inside or outside. The words sounded like they were right next to me. I sat in the dark for hours, gripping my phone, too scared to open the blinds, too scared to check the window, afraid of who might be waiting on the other side. One morning, after yet another sleepless night, I noticed something that sent chills through me. On the outside of my bedroom window, the second floor window, there were faint smudges, Fingerprints, but not normal fingerprints. They were perfectly shaped. Clear. Clear. They belonged to someone who had pressed their hand against the glass, looking in. I realized then that whoever had been watching me had been doing it for a while, and they were getting bolder. I'll never forget this night. Never. It was a Thursday around 1:50 a.m. I had gone to bed early because I was exhausted, but something woke me up. Not a sound, not movement, a feeling. The feeling that someone else was in the room. I opened my eyes slowly. At first, everything was blurry, but then I saw it, a silhouette, standing in the corner of my bedroom, tall, still, facing me. I blinked hard, thinking I was hallucinating, but the shape didn't move. Then it took a step forward. My blood went cold. My window was open, wide open. I didn't even hear it slide up. I scrambled off the bed and grabbed the lamp beside me, flipping it on. But the corner was empty. Nobody was there. My heart sank as my eyes drifted to the window. It wasn't just open. The screen had been cut, neatly, cleanly, like someone had used a knife. I rushed to the living room, grabbed my phone, locked myself inside the bathroom, and called the police. They arrived within minutes and searched the building. They found footprints outside my window, leading back into the alley and disappearing behind the dumpsters. But no person, no suspect, no explanation, just evidence someone had been inside my room. 2 days later, police knocked on my door again with an update. Across the alley, in the opposite building, they found an abandoned apartment whose window directly faced mine. Inside, they found signs someone had been staying there illegally. A mattress on the floor, rotten food containers, a pile of clothing, and worst of all, photos. Photos of me, sleeping, eating, using my computer, sitting in my living room. Some were taken through my window, some from inside my apartment. The man had been inside before, more than once. Police never caught him. For 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 caught him. I moved out the same week and never looked back. But until today, I can't sleep without checking every window at least twice. And sometimes, when everything is quiet, I swear I still hear tapping. Story 2. The woman at the bus stop. My name is Mira, and this incident happened in 2017 when I was studying in Kuala Lumpur. I lived in a hostel far away from the main road, so I had to walk every morning to a public bus stop about 15 minutes away. It wasn't dangerous or anything, just quiet, with lots of old trees and dim street lights. Every day felt normal, until one night changed everything, and no matter how much I try to forget, the memory still plays in my mind like a broken